No matter what you do, you know say that we can't stop. We stand up and salute out to the yellow, the green, the black. And make them know say that we on this mystic.
Reggae Boys movie director Till Chowder joins us along with actor Sheldon Shepherd and movie producer Sarah Jumi to discuss the Reggae Boys movie premiere in Jamaica. Morning, guys.
Good morning. Guys.
How are you?
Give thanks.
Till, I'm going to start with you. Last night was the first we're seeing it in Jamaica. What was the reception like?
It was so good that we stayed out until 2, so we haven't really slept much. I apologize in advance, but we're going to do our best. Thanks for having us.
I would have warned you that if you're rolling with Sheldon, that's a likely possibility.
Till the troublemaker.
Sheldon, I mean, you've done so many movie projects representing Jamaica. You were a part of Bolt's team. Now this is football. Yeah, talk to me about this experience.
Well, the Reggae Boys documentary feature film from 2014. This project, it's an old project, but it's fresh, very fresh. It's my favorite project. It's a documentary, you know, so I get to be myself.
Yeah.
Although Till give me some lines sometime, you know, but most of the vibration was just him following us with the camera.
Wow.
Popping up in our living rooms.
Wow.
Popping up, I wake up, I look, I sit Till with a camera, you know what I mean? So it was beautiful, you know, the vibration when we were introduced, and now we have a good project to share.
And a very important one too. Yeah. Sarah, talk to me about the inspiration behind it and why capture this story.
Actually, it originated from a commission. It was a broadcast, a YouTube channel called Kick TV, and they were interested in following the Jamaican national soccer team. And there was a executive producer who funded it for a while, the production, and then as it became clear that the team was losing, he kind of nipped it in the bud. And there we were with all this footage, and we really wanted to, we could have just let it be and say, okay, there's no movie, but we really thought it was very special. We thought Sheldon was magical in the film. Tuffy Anderson is a superstar. And we just kind of really had the desire to make something out of it. And so it took a long time. It was very difficult to finally finish the film, but that's how it started.
That's how it started. Till, what were some of the challenges for you? Because football is a big part of the tapestry of Jamaican life. And so for us, win, lose, or draw, we just want to compete and play. And so how challenging was it for you to capture that element of it, the soul of Jamaica through football?
That wasn't really so challenging because, as you say, it's dripping off the walls. It's all over the place. It's hard. It's hard not to capture it. But what was complicated was coming in here, having a roster of 22 players that was constantly changing. To coaches was changing. Everybody was always changing. So it was difficult to identify right away who could become characters, right? And then add to that the whole layer with the music and Sheldon and his group. All of a sudden we were talking about soccer and music. And so it was an enormous kind of cast of characters. And that's why I think the film in the end is really an ensemble piece of Jamaica. And represented by a few people, specifically like Sheldon and Tuffy. But that was the most challenging, as to how to condense all that. The passion is all over the place here. I don't need to tell you this, right? And so it was really about concentrating it.
Really about concentrating. Sarah, where are we hoping that this will go?
That's a great question, one that Sheldon can answer too. Currently, it's available on Vimeo on demand. It's a small platform. And it had a theatrical release in the States, but it happened right as COVID happened. And so it was one of these kind of digital theatrical releases right at the beginning of the pandemic, very difficult to get an audience. So we're actually hoping to bring it to Jamaica. And I think Sheldon has some ideas.
Yeah,
man, we're gonna take it to the people there. We're gonna bring the style of sharing film in the communities. We're gonna do open ear vibration, and we're gonna do the Q&A so that people can actually ask us questions, ask the filmmakers questions, come and touch your actor where you sip on TV, you know what I mean? And then get that full vibration up close and personal with film. Just like we did with plays, you know what I mean? You get the venues, you stage it, and it's not new, but it is fresh, and it might be new for us as Jamaicans, because they do it all the time in New York, in the parks, all over. You see people gather, blankets or whatever, wines, film. You know what I mean? So we want to sensitize the people them to filmmaking and make it become a norm. Yeah. And this is one of the things that we're using Reggae Boys as, like, they feel like, have a better word, the guinea pig. I
love it, because you know, you go put up a screen on it guns and Tivoli in the football.
You feel me?
Football, yeah.
You feel me?
Olympic guns and the football.
Yeah, man. Tuffy say one seat in our community. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that is a big vibration we want to put forward. It's not about necessarily the traditional going inside the theater and sit down and watch this film. This film is a people film. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that is what we want to do.
What do you think, Till, are some of the things that, because I was with the Reggae Boys team in the '98 World Cup. And so a lot of what happened behind the scenes it was so important to the qualification. Do you think they will take away that kind of understanding watching this campaign for the Reggae Boys, that it's more than just what happens on the pitch that makes the difference?
You mean the current team? Or?
In your documentary.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, understanding where you're coming from, your roots, is very important. It's exemplified by Tuffy most of all. You know, he made it all the way from his factory onto the stage of the National Stadium, scored this incredible goal. And I think that if you have a connection to your community and to your roots, you have even more pride to represent your country. So I think the more you understand that and feel that, the better for success on the field.
Over what time frame did you document?
So it was, I did the whole qualification run. It was 5 trips that I took here to Jamaica, and then of course I traveled with the team, so Mexico, US, Panama, wherever they went. And this was over the span of about 8-9 months. In 2013 when they were trying to qualify for the World Cup.
Did it surprise you how people responded to the Reggae Boys when you went to those countries?
Yeah, I mean, that was cool. I remember one time we went to Costa Rica, and we were traveling with the doctor, Dr. Fraser, bless him. He transitioned in the meantime, but he was also Bob Marley's physician, and the people in Panama knew that. So there was a huge news crew swarming the doctor, not the players. They were interested in the doctor because he used to be Bob's physician. You know what I mean? So that was cool to see the team, the Reggae Boys, has a kind of a cool vibe around it. You know what I mean? And it's this whole idea of what Jamaica represents, you know, and so everywhere they went, they were like a kind of like a traveling circus.
Yeah, man. Sports and art carries Jamaica everywhere. We have to go. Sarah, you said it's on Vimeo, but where else? Sheldon, we just keep following you on socials, and we'll
it will be in the press. Whenever we're doing something, it won't be depressing. No. It will be in the press.
Never.
Right now, they can go to the...
It's on, there's an Instagram Reggae Boys movie on Instagram, so...
They can go there.
They can go there.
Follow that page.
Check it out, there's clips. And
awesome.
Or Sheldon's page.
My page.
Till Shouter, Reggae Boys movie director, along with Sheldon Shepherd. I can't say actor, he's so many things. And producer Sarah and Jumaine, the 2nd edition.